Can you believe that that person would do that or think that? I don't know if you've ever caught yourself saying that phrase or internally thinking it to yourself. But it reminds me of a certain parable that Jesus tells, and through that, a certain characteristic that I think Jesus thinks is the most important one that any of us could have. And I also think it's the most important characteristic that we as a society think that anyone could have, after 2,000 years of Jesus teaching about it and us thinking about it. And I think that because when we watch movies, or TV programs, or read books, there are main characters or protagonists. And we will usually put up with that protagonist, even if they have great character faults. Even if they make big mistakes, even if they do things that are bad, we will still root for them and put up with them if they show the characteristic of humility. If they're able in some way to convey to us, I don't think that I'm better than anyone else. If they communicate that to us, then we will stick with them as characters and we will continue to root for them and cheer for them and hope that they win whatever they're going through. Jesus tells a certain parable about a Pharisee or Jewish religious leader and a tax collector that illustrates this point. The Pharisee was praying to God and said, God, thank you so much that I fast as much as I should and I give the money that I should and I'm righteous in all of these ways and better than all of these other people, like this tax collector. But the tax collector can't even raise his eyes to the heavens, and he beats himself and he says, Lord, forgive me, I am a wretched person. I'm not better than anybody else. And after that, Jesus says the famous backwards line, the one who exalts himself will be humbled, but the one who humbles himself will be exalted. The Pharisee exalted himself. He didn't humble himself. He said, God, thank you that I'm so much better than everyone else. But for that person, they will be humbled, probably by life, but most certainly by God. But the one like the tax collector who says, Lord, I'm not better than anybody else. I need forgiveness. I'm such a wretch. That person is humble, and the scripture and Jesus says that that one will be exalted. God will lift that one up. God will continue to cheer for that person and root for that person, even if they make huge mistakes, even if we make huge mistakes. God will root for us. He will want to exalt us because we are humble people. That's the characteristic that is so important to Jesus and so important to all of us, to have that sort of humility. Because when we say that phrase, can you believe that that person did that or said that or thinks that? What we're really saying is, can you believe how much better I am than that person?